like it was funny because Stacy mentioned that you're my ate, but at the same time, I'm your ate. Gumano siya. Because you know so much about pageantry, but then you're younger than me. Gumanon siya. So I was really thinking na, oo nga no, if you have any advice, sabi ko nga sa, if you have any advice when it comes to like the pageant scene or what's going to happen, you can always reach out to me. But when I have like personal problems, or if I have problems with my hair, can I go to you, Ate Stacy? Like that thing, like that one instance that had happened, like me thinking of like I'm younger, but like when it comes to like pageant experience, I have like so much more like to offer. So that's one of the things that I really learned and I really look forward to, and I would definitely take that as my inspiration. And thank you, Sir Paul, for mentioning that I am a master. Grabe naman.
Anyway, additional question. I'm so optimistic no, na you will have a crown. And then we can say na you are the next Miss International again. Or maybe you are the first Miss Grand. Miss, tama ba? MGI, Miss Grand International. Pero ang tanong ko doon, after you have that crown, yung bata ka pa, no? Ano po ba yung mga plano mo sa buhay after this if you have one of those crowns na meron pa, makuha mo this year, 2020?
You know, after like I win one of the Binibining Pilipinas crown, definitely I would like have an extension of my contract with Binibini and also forging my advocacy still up until to this day. And you know, even after Binibini, I'm gonna still stay and like put on my word that like environmental awareness is what I'm passionate about, and thankfully that I'm working part with DNR really helped me when it comes to cleanup drives and also donation drives when it comes to like charity events. The latest like charity event that I had was a cleanup drive in Bataan, and also like a tree planting in the northern part. So like with that, like after my Binibini journey, I think I would just focus more on school, finish school, maybe get a diploma, and I'm not like closing my doors yet when it comes to pageantry. Like you know my next stop. You know my next stop.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi Roberta, good afternoon. I'm here.
Hi, hello.
Francois from Pageant Philippines. And, you mentioned a while back during your intro that at 19 you're already a woman. I just wanted to ask, where do you draw the line between being a teenager and a woman?
You know, being a teenager really comes out when I'm with my family. When I'm with my mom, I'm just this normal teenage girl that's in first year college that really depended on my parents. But when it comes to me being a woman, I can for sure say that my experiences during the times that I competed in numerous pageants made me the woman that I am today. And even after that I won my international pageant, I seem like to know that being a woman isn't just about experiences, it's about being who you are as a person and being proud of yourself. And I think that's one of the things that separates from being a teenager and being a woman. Thank you.
Wow, that's great. And of course, is it really very necessary to become a woman when you are joining pageant, especially Binibining Pilipinas? How necessary it is?
You know, when I first started joining pageantry, I was still considered being a teenager. And I really look up to my ates that time when it comes to me having a lack of experience in pageantry. You know, in joining pageantry, it doesn't seem like you need to be a woman right away. It takes a lot of experience for you to get to that certain point. And being a woman in this competition, Binibining Pilipinas, made me realize certain things that I haven't really realized from the past. And that made me really motivated and really looking forward to my transformation at the end of the coronation night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you also.
Hi, Rohan.
Hi.
Um,
Roberta Tamondong daw.
anyway, I almost forgot my question. Here, this is a follow-up from your answer to a previous question, and you said you're not closing your doors to pageantry if and when you win a title in Binibining Pilipinas. So, what is the ultimate goal you have in pageantry? What title do you want ultimately?
Yeah, of course I'm not closing any doors, but I still have a ton of respect for Binibining Pilipinas org. And you know, like the four crowns, the Miss International, Grand, Intercon, and Globe, like it's safe to say that even if I won one of those crowns in Binibining Pilipinas, I would wholeheartedly put that into my heart and wear the Philippine sash across my chest. And also, as I'm not closing any doors, I think I'm gonna finish first my school. Yeah.
You've been thrown into pageantry life, so you've been in the public for quite a long time now. So I'm just curious, what do you do during your free time, your rest time?
What I do during my free time is work out with Promedia. Work out with Promedia at least 3 times a week before, right? But right now in Binibining, there's a lot of events. So, like my priority is really fitness, and like even 1 week per training is alright with me. It's just I really want to work out even at home or in the gym. So my free time is always working out with the Promedia team.
Tita and I were talking a while ago, and we consider you as another unicorn. But since everyone is unique, let's give the title to somebody else, and you as the veteran, as Paul said. And for me, I think you are a multifaceted rare gem.
Wow.
Good
Spelling
luck.
dito.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tito J. That really warms my heart, Tito. My rare gem. What kind of gem am I?
Diamond.
Wow.
Hi Roberta, good afternoon. This is
Good
Jay from
afternoon.
Pageant Trend. You look so gorgeous tonight.
Thank you.
Alright, so my
May
question,
char?
first question for you is, wala,
May
sa akin
char?
lang yun. Pero sa kanya totoo yung ano, na maganda talaga siya, gorgeous. Anyway,
sabi na eh.
we,
Minus points.
anyway, my first question for you is, how are you now as a candidate of Binibining Pilipinas?
You know, I'm doing really well during, like, after the events in Binibini. You know, parang hindi nangyari yung talent competition. And they were, like, teasing me. Like, I was super, like, girls, okay na yun. Like, one time only lang yun. And right now, my mental health, physical health are doing okay. I'm really wonderful. I'm just like super happy. Every time that we get to like have a chance to have an event in Binibini, I always put a smile on my face. And it's really important for us to affirm yourself every single morning, just in front of the mirror, like you said that I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm capable. That's the things that you want to instill on yourself that would make you put a smile on your face throughout the day. So thank you for that question.
Thank you so much. Another question, when did you start joining the pageant?
I started training when I was 13, and I first started when I was 15. My first pageant was Generation East in Cainta, Rizal. I was representing my hometown still, San Pablo City, and I'm super happy and grateful that I bagged one of the crowns there as Miss Generation East Magic Circle 2018. So I was super happy then because after I won, I did a VTR with Star Magic, and the rest is history. I was after the VTR, I joined another management company, and it really opened a lot of doors for me. But after that, I joined another pageant, which is Muchan in San Pablo, in my hometown. And I was really happy because we get to spend during January, guys, Fiesta ng Nyog, super, like, one of the best. Kasi you can really showcase our culture there, our historic culture. And then afterwards, I joined Catwalk Philippines and also Miss Teen Tourism. So I was really happy that I got like top 2 and also the first runner-up place there. Like it's like ang dami na eh. Should I keep going? Like afterwards is the Miss Sanbeda. Yes, Miss Sanbeda 2020. Miss Bikini Philippines, first runner-up, and also Miss Eco Teen Philippines and Miss Eco Teen International 2020. So parang there's a time that I competed 3 pageants in a month.
Wow.
In a month, guys. So can you believe it? Binibining QC, Miss Bikini Philippines, and also Subarao. Super mind-blowing experience. Because I didn't even realize that I had that chance, like I had this courage in me that like 3 pageants in a month would be like a possible thing for me to like have, and also my family were there, and also my team. So how did we do this? When we asked this like 3 months ago, how did we do that? 3 pageants in 1 month. Like it seems impossible, but it can.
It's a
Last
10,000
question.
hour rule.
Last
10,000 hours.
Last question, Roberta. So since you've been joining a lot of pageants, how do you handle disappointment?
Ooh. How I handle disappointment is really reflecting on what I did wrong. That's the thing that you need to focus on is your self-growth. And during the times that I didn't want any like crown in a certain pageant, my dad always told me that just lift your head up, like you're always redirected into another greatness that you can have. And during those times of disappointments, I can't really like prevent it from really even happening. All of the mistakes that I did, I would turn it into something good. And also, during the times that I felt the doubt in me, I would always tell myself that in the right time, you will peak into your pageant and you would do good every single step of the way. And I don't think that criticizing yourself would do anything for you to get a crown. Just embrace who you are as a person and all of it will follow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon,
Good
Roberta.
afternoon.
My name is Kim from Daily Tribune. So,
Hello.
hello. What's your typical day look like?
Typical day. So I usually start my day in the afternoon. Because you know naman, if I get to have the chance of a rest day in Binibini, I would really sleep in. Then afterwards, I'm gonna eat my breakfast or lunch and then have a quick workout before even working out with the team. Like that's really important. Then afterwards, I'm gonna like spend some quality time with my dog. Kasi my dog is staying with me in my unit right now. And just like reading every single night before I go to sleep. Like if I find something interesting, I'm gonna write it on my notebook, and then I'm going to sleep. Put that notebook like under my pillow and then sleep. Kasi naniniwala ako sa pamahiing, pag nilagay mo yung notebook mo under your pillow, you will remember all of the things that you put on that notebook. So that's my daily routine looks like.
Okay. My last question. Who are your idols in the entertainment and in the pageantry?
Ooh, idols in entertainment would definitely be Bea Alonso.
Okay.
And in pageantry, Pia Alonso works back. I was super starstruck when I first met Pia because she went into our dressing rooms and just like sat there like, hi guys, I'm Pia. Like, oh my gosh, we know who you are, Miss Pia. Oh my, how was your engagement? How does it look like? Like, how was the mega ball? Like, sinabi ko lahat, are you doing good? Are you feeling all right? Are you happy? Because I'm happy. Gumanon ako. Because Pia is really my idol. And the things that I learned from Pia is to never give up on your dreams. She joined Binibining Pilipinas 3 times, and she didn't give up on that crown. And then at the end, she won. And I think that's the reason that I like join pageants every now and then. And also if I have this mishaps that I don't get to have the crown, I would just move forward because that's the like one thing that I really learned from Pia is move on and move forward and chase your dreams.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chelsea Cabanas.
Hi.
Hey Rohan, it's Christian from the Crown Philippines.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you again.
How are you?
We just saw each other during the weekend. All right. One thing that we haven't asked you, and piggybacking on the age question. You're 19 years old, and there are still pageant critics who are saying that we should be adjusting the minimum age requirement for beauty queens, just because they're looking for depth, for the kind of maturity whenever our beauty queens answer Q&As or do Q&As. What's your take on that?
You know, in joining pageantry, isn't like a specific age that needs to be sent off in an international stage. And as young as I am now, 19 years old, I like embody a Filipina that is really prepared on to take on anything that you would want to give me. And I think in joining pageantry, like adjusting the minimum age would be like the worst thing in the world, but rather it would like lose hope on the people that are really passionate about pageantry in a very young age. So like in that sense, adjusting the minimum age requirement for me is like not a nice thing to do because you know I'm 19 years old, guys, and I really started at a very young age, and I know from the fact in that age I have a voice and I have to give like the people what they want and what they want to hear. So as early as now, if all of you girls are watching in this live, you are capable and you are gonna do something greater in the future when it comes to pageantry. So don't lose don't lose hope, but in the future you're gonna do something good.
And then my one more question. You mentioned earlier that you're close to your mom. Can you tell us more about Rowan as the daughter?
Oh my gosh. Ron as a daughter. Ooh. You know, it's really like normal naman to make an argument with your mom when it comes to like clothes and what I'm gonna like have my look done, diba? My mom has always been a stage mom ever since I was 15 years old. So when that time comes when I was like turning 19 na, they kept their distance na. They let me to be an independent woman, and I respect them for that. But you know, I really miss them so much because I was living with my brother in my unit apart from them. So getting to miss all of those like small talks during our dinner time or even breakfast, you know, in our family, it is really important for us to never miss a single meal or to never attend a meal is a bad thing for our family because you know we strive to be complete every single day, and that's what I love with my family is that we never let go of each other, and I really love my relationship with my mom and dad.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you, the crowd.
Next is Celso Caparas of the Star Blogger. Narinig ka namin. Let's pretend that you're not a Binibining Pilipinas candidate. If you will be tasked to sit in the judging panel of Binibining Pilipinas 2022 Coronation Night on July 31, what qualities would you be looking for an aspirant worthy of any of the 4 crowns at stake?
You know, if I were to be a judge in Binibining Pilipinas 2022, what I would really want to look for a beauty queen is their authenticity, even on and off the stage. That's when you get to really understand their attitude, their personality as a whole. And to be one of the judge, I would really like look forward into the Q&A because that's the one thing that really stood out from the others. So getting to voice out on yourselves is really important. And aside from that, all of the other segments during the coronation night are really important. So you have to perform your very best from the first stop to the finish line.
Okay, having said that, do you possess all those?
I'm trying to and I can, and I will.
Then I proclaim you as a winner.
Madam Stella!
Final question.
Madam Stella!
Still as a judge, what question will you ask a finalist during the final Q&A round?
What change can you bring into the competition, just like Binibining Pilipinas competition, or a standard like Q&A? What makes you stand out from this competition? What can you offer in this competition that would make you a winner? So that's gonna be my question.
And how would you answer that?
In joining Binibining Pilipinas, it's been like a ride for me. I've learned so much throughout my journey in Binibining Pilipinas. I've made friends and also made a family during even off the stage. But what I can do in that coronation night is that I'm gonna say my advocacy. My advocacy is environmental awareness. And I think all of you should take forward or call into action what it really means for us to take care of our environment. One single step of change can lead to a better impact when it comes to saving our world. Sustainable living, conscious changes are really a thing that can really depend on our future, which is our Mother Earth. And as your Binibining Pilipinas candidate, I would bring forward to it to be a tool for change, to give hope to younger generations, and also to educate them on what it means to live in a world where environmental problems or issue isn't a thing. And we would live in a world where all of that never happened. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Roberta.
Good afternoon.
In any task, endeavor, or contest like this one, preparation is the key. Do you agree on that?
I definitely do agree. Preparation is really a key, and it's also a key to success. Like in joining Binibining Pilipinas, you can't be like 50-50 when it comes to all of the events. You really need to exert all of your best efforts, even if it's not like counted when it comes to the gradings. Your exposure and your confidence and your projection is really important every single step of the segments.
Well, na-mention mo yung strings of winnings mo, no? Itong mga contest na to, including yung mga minor pageants. Anong klaseng preparation, gaano nagpe-prepare ang isang Roberta Tamondong when it comes to contest? Tapos ngayon, national pageant pa. So how serious si Roberta Tamondong ngayon?
Tamondong.
Tamondong. Yeah. You know, when I first joined my first ever pageant, Generation Isa, I don't know anything about pageantry. That's why I'm super thankful for my previous camps then for really guiding me then throughout the journey. And then afterwards, as my journey in pageantry progressed, Roberta Tamondong's preparations are really 110% when it comes to the clothes that I'm going to wear, my glam every single day, my Q&A trainings, passerella. It's in this competition, it's in it for me to lose or not. So it really depends on my performance during the coronation night. And I really am grateful for the people behind my back, really leading me on to the right way.
Last question. You mentioned a while ago that you want to be the voice of the voiceless, Roberta, no? Uh, what particular neglected sectors in the society you'd like to be the voice of the voiceless?
Of course, the marginalized community in our nation. Even so, education is really important in our society. It's really important for us to be educated then, and not many people are open to education. And then afterwards, people wouldn't want to go to schools because of the pandemic. So the marginalized communities are really affected during these times. That's why I want to be the voice of the voiceless, because people the marginalized community isn't been given the chance to speak up on what's happening when it comes to education and when it comes to the environment. Thank you.
Next question, Ezel.
Hi, Roberta. And I just want to ask na lang, siguro, do you have any plans of joining showbiz? Kasi before, di ba, you signed a contract in a agency.
Of course! I really want to be an artista then. Feeling ko I would be a really great kontrabida. Sabi nga nila, nung may casting ng Darna, pwede akong Valentina.
Yes.
And I really want that, and especially in my facial features, if you don't know me, when you first see me, I may be very intimidated or intimidating, not easy to approach. But when you get to really know me as a person, I'm just really bubbly. I'm just Rohan, 19 years old, just really a teenager pa rin. I'm not gonna close any doors when it comes to showbiz, but definitely I want to be a kontrabida.
After 10 years na lang siguro, Rohan.
After
Anong
10
gusto
years.
mong ma-achieve?
Ma-achieve?
Oo. So yun now, after 10 years, so 29 years old ka na.
After 10 years, I'm going to be 29 years old. Is it still okay for me to join a pageant when I'm 29 years old? Because after 10 years, my goodness, I'm just 19. Then I'm gonna be 21 after 10 years. So basically, during the span of a really long time, I would definitely be a graduate in college and also be a working person in a specific company. Promedia. And of course, in that long span of time, I may be entering showbiz then, why not? And also, take care of our business then. Because my family handles medical and industrial gases. So basically, my mother is one of the frontliners during the height of the pandemic talaga. They've given oxygen to the clinics, to the hospitals, and I'm really thankful and grateful for my family that they've been given a chance to serve the community then in a good way.
Another question here from a beauty queen to a beauty queen also. She is a... At least nakatayo ako. She is a candidate of Miss Tourism Heritage and now a media na.
Hi, Rohan.
Hello
So
po, nice
pretty.
to meet you. Thank you po.
Alright, so my question is, age discrimination is very evident and rampant, most especially in pageants. When you say that when you're young, people tend to think that you're inefficient or not qualified. So what is your message to those people who likes to belittle young women who would like to join in this industry?
I'm one of the examples of a beauty queen that has learned so much from pageantry. And as early as 19 years old, I've overcome all of the criticisms when it comes to me joining pageants at an early age. I think being young as 19 can be a huge advantage for me because I get to be confident and I don't think about the things really, really hard that can belittle me in any way or distract me from the competition. So guys, if you want to say something in social media, please do it in a very nice way, because we want to entail this community as a positive impact for also to the younger generations who are really into social media. So just be nice to everyone every single day, and hopefully your day will be like as nice as everybody else.
Thank you. One last question. If you weren't in this industry, like in the pageants, what do you think is your ultimate career goal and why?
I would be a volleyball player, professional volleyball player in my university. Why? Because I really started playing volleyball when I was 13. And then when I first joined pageantry and trained, I was 13 also. So I have this like choice that I have to make when it comes to sports or pageantry. So I definitely picked pageantry. But aside from that, when I'm not in pageantry, I would definitely be a professional volleyball player. Thank you.
What position in volleyball are you?
Ako gusto ko libero, even if I'm tall. Gusto ko maging libero, pero spiker, okay na ako.
Another question from Kaparas.
Hello, Rohan. My question is, name one thing that you would sacrifice for a Binibining Pilipinas crown.
I would sacrifice my time, because in Binibining Pilipinas, you don't get to choose the times that you have in the span of 3 months. I could also get to, like, what do you call it? I can also get to remove the fact that, like, I'm single and I don't need any man. But that's a general answer. But I really want time, because time is really important in Binibini, even if the early call times in Binibini, you don't get to handle your time. So that's one thing that I would like really do and really like let go. It's my time in Binibini.
And why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas title holder?
I have what it takes to be the next Binibining Pilipinas potential winner, because I embody a Filipina, full Filipina, who embodies the characteristics of determination, goal-driven, and even an authentic self. And I really want to change the world one day at a time when it comes to my advocacy. And I hope in the future, when it boils down to the coronation night, I would get to like invite younger audience and also make an impact when it comes to changing our environment, changing the way we see our environment.
Thank you, Rohan.
Thank you.
Grabe, ang galing talaga ni Rohan sumagot. And from Adam Renato from Hey RG.
Thank you, Pastora.
Hi, Roberta. I'm just curious to ask, because you've been competing all your life, so you're now considered a pageant veteran. So, yeah, so at 19 pa, now that you're joining a national pageant, does it get any easier? Or do you still have a degree, do you still have a degree of difficulty adjusting to it? And if yes, how are you adjusting to it?
You know, it doesn't get any easier, even more. It takes a lot of pressure for me to take, because you know I've done so many pageants in the last few years, and people really depend on me to win another crown. So it's just in me it's in it for me to lose, whether or lose or not in this competition. That's why I'm gonna exert all of my best efforts, Adam. It's just I don't want to make a mistake during Binibini, because that's Binibini. That's one of the prestigious pageants, and I want to perform very well during the coronation.
So which aspect of the competition are you focusing on so that you can really seal the deal come July 31?
All of the segments, pero mainly Q&A and swimsuit, because that's what I love.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you,
congratulations in
Angela.
advance.
Last two questions. Kay RJ Ignacio.
Hi, RJ!
Hi, Roberta. I'm RJ Ignacio. I'm also a teen.
Really?
Just kidding. When we say Roberta is Roberta, may napatunayan na talaga. Do you feel any insecurities towards other candidates?
You know, it's really like normal for us to get insecure. And you know, when it comes to other candidates, I really love them and I respect them so much. And like the competition hasn't even like started yet and we're also like very, very close. So like when it comes to insecurities for other candidates, I don't have that. It's just like I see them as my big sister and also vice versa. So when you have insecurities, just remember like your smile can change the world and also just be grateful of what you have right now because insecurities will like messes your mindset during the competition and I don't want that.
Thank you so much. Sure
Di ba naging Q&A session mo to? And last question. Ay, hindi pa pala. Last two question.
Hi, Roberta.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to
Competing
see
sa
you again.
Binibini. I've seen you from the teen pageants when you started. And I'm so happy that you're now competing for Binibining Pilipinas. So, aside from the usual, I'm confident, I'm beautiful, I prepared so much for this, why would they crown you as one of the Binibining Pilipinas queen?
You know, what separates me from like being authentic, like Roberta is just Roberta. Roberta is just a 19-year-old candidate that really wants to make like the world a better place. Who isn't want that, diba? Like Roberta is just being herself every step of the way. I don't see any problem with that when it comes to competing in Binibining Pilipinas. And to be given a chance here to speak during the press con of mine, you can really get to know me like Roberta, like off the stage when it comes to Binibini. Because it's really important for us to get to know your queens off the stage in Binibini and also to know their personality or traits, what their likes and dislikes are. And you know, joining Binibini has taught me so much and I'm just really grateful and blessed to be here.
Ayan, ayun. Good luck sa iyong competition. But yeah, just a little bit of comment. I know you've been joining pageants and I know you put your heart in every pageants that you've joined. And of course, with the support of Promedia, what I saw kasi is your parents were there nung bata ka pa. So natutuwa ako kasi I've known your mom and dad. So talagang andun sila every step of the way. And I think that would be your best inspiration in getting the crown on the
My
finals.
inspiration talaga is really my family. Even though wala si mama at papa ngayon kasi may sakit sila. And also my brother is really busy. You can really feel the support via online, like live stream. And then really after the event, they would call me, ask me how I am. And it's really important for me to have that kind of support because I was just living with my brother and me and her girlfriend. So it's really a tough pill to take in without my family because, you know, mabibigla na lang kayo, I'm really apart from my family, but we're really, really close. So we don't really share in social media that like every now and then, like kakain kami. We just want a private life, like enjoying like my parents' presence and my presence every single day up until the coronation night. Kasi it could really be tough talaga during the events. Every single day we have an event and we don't get to see each other much often. Pag meron lang mga events like talent competition, NATCOS, or even like the coronation night, dun lang kami makikita. The rest is just preparation. And I really want to give my crown to my parents because they've done so much for me. Like even before I met Promedia, they've like put a lot of time and effort when it comes to my journey in Binibini when it comes to me getting all of the long gowns, like teaching me how to speak. My mom has been my Q&A mentor since I was a little girl, so thank you, Mom, for that. And I'm just really happy, and my parents are my core, and I can't leave them.
And last question from the Philippine pageantry, Tristan Francisco.
Hello, dear Rohan. I've known you as Rohan when we first, Tita Lavinia and I first met you during the Miss Teen Tourism preliminaries, right? In Letran. And that's how I got to know you, kahit na ilang minutes lang yung chance to really had a face-to-face talk. But in pageantry world, fans and media have known you as a winner because of your experiences on the national pageants, like the Miss Teen Tourism, Miss Bikini Philippines, and as a representative for the Philippines for Miss Eco Teen International, which you eventually won, our first and the only Miss Eco Teen as of now. So much has been said about you, especially when you were introduced by Mr. Paul earlier, you were called as a master. So as a master in the industry, so much is expected. We are expecting so much from you when you join your Binibining Pilipinas performance on the coronation night. That's a high talagang expectation. It's Roberta Tamondong, not Rohan anymore. We've seen the other veterans perform on the Binibining Pilipinas stage, and this will be our first time to see you perform. What will it take for Roberta Tamondong to lose?
It's just in it for me during the coronation night Q&A, because all of us are really deserving, and all of us has an advocacy or has a voice to say to the people in Araneta Coliseum. So it just boils down to the Q&A segment, because all of us has different advocacies to tell. And also, I'm really flattered that you call me master, but like being a veteran, like beauty queen, always has its flaws, mistakes, and that mistakes can turn into like a motivation for me to do something better or to correct what I did wrong. So that's why even still as a pageant veteran, you can really make mistakes. And I don't want to make any mistakes na lang during the coronation night.
Actually, hindi ka na nga pageant veteran eh. Tawag nga sa'yo kanina, pageant, master na nga eh. That's how you were introduced. So, to end this graded recitation, inisa-isa kami lahat eh. To end this graded recitation, for those who are watching right now from our lives and for all the videos that will be produced out of this event, why would a young girl join a pageant in the future?
Like, I started pageantry when I was 13 years old. So if any of the young girls are watching right now, know that your dreams are valid, and know that all of your hard work and trainings in pageantry are gonna pay it off during your time that you're competing in a SEM pageant. Where is it like small pageant or like a big pageant, national pageants in your province? It's really important for us to know your core. So when I started doing pageantry, I was lost because I don't know what to do. But you have me to guide you naman. And feel free to message me when it comes to like techniques or what I did during my journey when I first started pageantry. Because I know that it doesn't like start off as a good note when it comes to you joining a pageant. It would be like one of the things that you will experience, and then you will decide whether to move forward or not. So my message to you is just move forward to your journey, even if you win or lose. You're still a young girl and you have so much potential still in this world of pageantry. And just like me, I'm not closing any doors, and I hope all of you girls who are watching right now that you are going to do something in this world, and you might be the next queens in Binibining Pilipinas. So don't forget to chase your dreams.
So, classmates, that ends our class. Submit nyo na yung
Thank you so much, Pageant and media people. And
Nagpapass lang kayo ng waistline ni Rohan.
last question, ano daw ang waistline mo?
Sir Paul, ano daw po waistline ko?
19 din.
23.
5'9".
5'9".
That's a show media beauty queen natin. Mag-audition daw si Ezra Johnson.
May message daw si Mike.
Anyway, before we end our press presentation, of course, we would like to ask Miss Mikey Andre for a message representing the princess and queens.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. And Sir Paul and Jam, nice to finally meet you both. Anak, Roberta, I'm just so amazed how this young lady becomes so mature. Like, aminin nyo at your age, I mean, during your age, yung 19, 20 kayo. Like me, myself, I was just playing around. You're a woman of strength. Know that, and know in your heart that you have a support system in everything that you do. You have us, you have Promedia, you have your sisters, even all your Binibining sisters, not just your aces and queen sisters. That's what I've been telling you girls now. You have to spread your wings, not just within you, but also like all throughout the sisterhood, right? Okay, so I hope you make yourself proud before us, of course, because that's what matters, why you girls are joining a pageant. It's not for us, but you did this for yourselves. Okay? That's all. Good luck, and I'm so happy to be your mommy.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you, Miss Mikey Andre. Actually, hahabol po sana si Sir Jerry, but he just sent an email right now, a message. Babasahin ko na lang po Baka ko yung iyak Ano kung magagayan yung boses si Sir G? Good afternoon, Paul, Jam, Ken, and everyone present here this afternoon. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Rohan, for expressing your interest to train with aces and queens. Many thanks also to Promedia, Paul, and Jam for endorsing Rohan to our team. Of course, ba't may pangalan ako? Thank you also to Ken for paving the way for our collaboration. I first met Rohan during the send-off dinner for Kelly Day before she left for the Miss Eco International pageant in Egypt. She was more beautiful up close, and even then, I already knew she was meant for bigger and greater things. So I was very happy when I got word that you will be training with aces and queens. In the short time that I have known you, I have seen how determined you are to win not only the Binibining Pilipinas crown, but also the international pageant where you will be sent to compete. You have everything that will make you win. Beauty of face and figure, height, intelligence, and excellent communication skills. But wait, there's more. Your performance during the talent competition was a most pleasant surprise. Despite your height, you showed so much grace and sense of rhythm which flowed through your body and caught on with the audience. And the audience was entertained and so delighted with your performance that they exploded in loud applause. You know what you want and you drew up your own plans on how to achieve it. As I get to know you more, I get to like you even more. I will always remember our first one-on-one session on personality development. I was there, I guess. I was struck by your candidness and honesty when you opened up to me during our discussion. I love your openness when we talk and I give your comments and suggestions on points for improvement. Here is my advice to you. Practice punctually, since it will be a measure of your professionalism. Make sure you get along well with everyone, the organizers, the sponsors, the security and chaperones, and the hair and makeup artists and everyone else you meet in your pageant journey. Stay beautiful, simple, humble, and grateful. Always remember to say thank you to God and everyone for all the good things and blessings that you receive. Big or small, do not forget to acknowledge and thank everyone who has been part of your journey. When you develop an attitude of gratitude, our Lord will always bless you with more things to be grateful for. Go get the crown that your heart has been dreaming of. God bless you, Rohan.
Thank you so much. If you're watching the live stream right now, grabe Grabe, I really love your message. And also, Mama Mikey, I really appreciate you being here. On behalf of the mamas, I've really learned so much from Aces and Queens aside from the trainings. We also get to bond. Like yesterday, we bonded. We learned something from the other Aces and Queen sisters and also from the mamas. And I think that's one of the things that I would really want us to have in the future then Mama, after the coronation night.
After your coronation.
So any message, Rohan, to the people here in your press presentation?
Where to begin? Thank you so much, guys, for being here tonight. I really appreciate every single one of you for being here. And thank you then, guys, for always featuring me on your blog or in your post. It really warms my heart so much to see my face on your pages, because that's I can't describe this well enough of how much grateful I am that you guys are here, that you guys are doing this just for me to have my own press con. So thank you guys so much, and I hope by the end of the night, you would eat a lot of food and go home with your families. But also, guys, before you go home, please stay protected because there's still a pandemic that's happening. Always wear your face mask, and also be protected when it comes to you going home because you have families to go home into. And I hope you enjoy tonight's press presentation.
Now, here's Binibining Pilipinas. Roberta Tamondong, best of luck.